Hello, and welcome back to what should hopefully work. It appears to be working. Final Fantasy V, 4-job Fiesta. My controller appears to not be working. What in the world? Oh joy, technical difficulties. Let's try it again, shall we? Come on. Come on, you can do it. You're not doing it. Oh my goodness. There we go. And the controller works. It's amazing. It's a miracle. It's after the ship graveyard. I dare not touch anything now. Is there anything I can steal from this thing? That is doing a lot of damage. Please tell me there's something I can steal from something. Somewhere. I know you have something, just give it to me. Just give me the thing. This doesn't have to go down this way. Shapuitan says, man, I forgot how much stealing anything was so hard in this game. And it's a soft. Who cares? Oh my goodness. I really wish that I had the ability to Alt-Tab and, you know, look things up. Actually use the resources of the internet that ought to be at my disposal. But no. I'm doomed. Speaking of doomed, there should be a town down here. Also speaking of doomed, I forgot to play the piano in the first town. And I don't know if I'm gonna get barred or not. And they just dropped them too. Oh my goodness, I hate everything. Alright, here I am. I'm going to the inn, because holy crap. Yeah, I can go back to the first town at some point, but I don't know how long that will be in the future. Also, Bored Deathly says, yo, it might not be till after I get the frickin' airship. In forever from now. Also, I don't know who I need to talk to trigger anything. Cannot use LNR to switch characters. That makes me sad. Should Putin ask is Bard part of the second round of jobs? I think it's the third. I think it's the fire crystal that gives you that. I just seem to remember it being after Byblos. And I only really remember that because I remember bards could just hide and wait for Byblos to run out of MP and kill him easily without having to worry about his drain or anything. That's me, I'm a pro. Hey look, a secret passage. To 1,000 gil. Pen says, hey there, Circle Master and chat. Hey, Pen. I don't know who I need to talk to trigger anything. Or if I even need to trigger anything by talking to anyone. I don't remember if I can just go to what's it? The Huryu Mountain. Apparently I have to talk to this person first. Pen asked, do you know all 4 of your classes, or are you waiting until you beat each boss? I'm waiting. I think that's all I can get from here, unless I want to buy more potions, which I kind of do. I kind of do want to buy more potions, so I think I will. That ought to hold me for a little while. Since, you know, all I can do is heal with potions and attack. Also, I can't dash on the overworld, which makes me very sad. Alright, now I can experiment with steel and see what this guy has, if anything. Well, he has something. And apparently I'll never know what it is. Poor Deathly says my favorite part of FF5 is all the good rare steals. I got a potion. I had to suffer like 3 attacks to get it in the meantime. I have a feeling I was supposed to talk to somebody else. Gary says, wow, you went with butts. Hey, the person who donated wanted me to stick with butts. They also wanted me to put Ferris at the front of the party, so there she is. Alright, I forget how this goes. Apparently the other way is the treasure. I want to say something about these blocks have it. Yes, this is the original translated ROM, not a patched one of any sort. Ow! Oh, one step away. Wow, I got a potion on the first try. Ow. How am I supposed to beat the bosses at the end of this, at this rate? I mean, come on. What's their names? I don't even remember. Gary says I seem to be underleveled. You see, I don't stop to grind, and I'm underleveled now. What level am I supposed to be at for this? Yeah, my big problem is I can't look anything up in the middle of this because OBS will freak out. So I don't even know what the recommended level is supposed to be or whatever. A safe level. I'm just playing through the game and fighting the random encounters. Same as in Final Fantasy IV. Just apparently not as balanced as well? I don't know. This is gonna be absurd. I can already tell. There's no way I'm gonna be able to beat the boss of this. Craig Safford asks, was it this one or 4 that you ranked up based on what you did? That's Final Fantasy 2. That's none of them. Now the chat is arguing about which versions of the game have lag and which don't. And down goes Ferris. Nice whiffing. I thought daggers were supposed to be accurate. To make up for their piddly damage. Goodness. Gary says once thieves gain access to thrown weapons, they can move to the back row. That is an eternity away for me. Craig Safford, this is Final Fantasy V. This is the first one with the job system in the US. Sort of. This is the one with the job system for Super Nintendo. How about that? going to save in a different slot for this. No... Gary, you could not change jobs in Final Fantasy 1. You had a character class that you picked at the start, and you got an upgrade based on your class. That is not jobs. That is a class system. Alright, when it's so pleasant. I'm not sure it's even worth taking a turn to heal that. And here comes the bad part. Yep. And yep. I haven't even brought her down yet. Come on. Why were you even able to call him in this early? Thank you. This is a travesty right here. She's going to survive maybe one attack based on poison. And she's dead. It's not going to matter, but let's try it with butts fully healed and using an antidote on Lena. Literally won't matter. Alright, trying this again. Wow, really? Just one shot with the rain, huh? Okay. What is with this? Yep, this is impossible. Craig, this is not a speed run. I just assumed the game was balanced, so that if I fought all the random battles going in, I would be at something like an appropriate level. Silly me. Well, apparently she's not out of MP. Nope, that's it. Okay. That's why we saved back off the mountain. I hope you like watching me grind for half an hour, because that's what's happening now. Shapuitin asks, would grinding in the mountain entrance give you more XP? I don't know, but I'm grinding right next to town. Because I would rather spend 10 gil to heal everybody at the inn than, what was it, 120, 240? Some crazy amount of money for a tent? Screw that. Wow, a monster that went down in only 2 attacks. That's a record. Way to go, Lena. Idiot. This is the kind of stuff I wanted to avoid. Because this is what happens to me whenever I try this 4-job Fiesta. I have to stop and grind somewhere, and I never move on in time. Like, I'm probably now doomed to never even unlock my Earth jobs. The problem is leveling up does such a small incremental increase in damage. All I'm really getting is the hit points. And to top everything off, my shoulder is really sore from the doctor pulling and tugging on it. Oh. Craig Safford says, I catch you live, and this is the first time I've seen you upset over a run. Kind of fun, after you crushing 6. You should watch the Jade Empire playlist. I complain about that a bunch, too. But, yeah, I generally don't like complaining about a game when I play it. You know, I prefer to have fun when I play games. Xeno426 says, yeah, Jade Empire is fun but rough. It is so unpolished. At least... Oh my goodness, Gary figured out the donation button. I saw that. Thank you very much, Gary. Yeah, Zeno says, there was a point I would have loved to see BioWare do a sequel, but after Mass Effect Andromeda, I don't think it would turn out terribly great anymore. Well, Andromeda is a good good indication of what happens after Electronic Arts buys a studio. Gary says, I had to go through Microsoft Edge to get it to work. Edge, Circle Master. And I'm sorry for that. I really don't know what the issue is, because I have had other people donate through it just fine. And I know that they don't all use Microsoft Edge. Or Deathly says he did it on Firefox. I'd better go rest up after this battle. I just noticed what poor shape Gallop is in. Zeno says you're streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. That's gotta wreak havoc with your internet. I'm actually using Restream.io to stream to both of them while I only have to upload one thing. Why can't I buy another stack of 99? I need it. And I don't even have enough money left over to afford one Phoenix down. Gary says, but for real, let's try to get that tire fund meter all the way to the end. I don't know that that's happening. I've got that set to... You know, I've got the goal set to expire at end of July. I don't think it's going to fill up in that meantime. Xeno426 says I actually have to get my own tires repaired. I'm not even going to get to level 10 before the end of the hour. This is crazy. Oh boy, I got a potion drop when I had full potions. And rather than just pick it up and drink it right away, or drink one of the ones in the bag so you'd have room for the new one, They just threw it on the dirt. Threw it in the dirt and stomped on it. Zeno says, I don't suppose there's a peninsula power in this game. I don't think so. Timmy Menard says, it was my fault I mistimed you for removing Kane's armor. I'm not that broken up about it. He didn't have anything special on. Craig Safford says, buy tents, farm something harder, it's worth it, tents are too expensive. I don't have the money. Gary says, the point is, I'm facing down nearly 2K worth of car repairs, and even I can afford to tip. Throw some in if you can, folks. I see a lot of you in here all the time. It's worth it. Oh boy, I got Dash. Now I can run around all the time. Gary says, can you go back to the ship graveyard? I don't think you can. I don't think you can get off the beach. I'm not sure. Gary says, but there's a bet on that one ship. Craig Safford says, 10's too expensive. I can't buy 2 stacks of 99 potions, but I need money. That's because potions are 40 gold. Gil, whatever. Tents are 250. Oops. Tents are a lot more expensive than potions. I could drink 6 potions and still be spending less money than a tent. Timmy says, aren't you surprised that Ferris is a female? Not really. I don't think anyone was surprised by that. Level 9, still can't survive 1 drain. Gary says, does anyone know how the level up mechanics work in this game? If I remember correctly, base stats don't actually change until jobs are mastered, if at all. No, base stats are fixed. And even when you master the class, it only transfers those base stats to freelance and mime. It doesn't carry over to any other job. Although if you put the equip X, whatever the pinnacle skill is, it will usually also transfer those stats to that class. So if you give, like, Equip Axe to a monk, the monks get a strength boost, and can also equip axes. Gary says, but why would you give a monk an axe? You wouldn't, but you'd give them an equip axe so that they get the berserker's strength, which is higher than theirs. Thanks, antivirus. I think you just screwed me. Yep, now OBS is not going to work. So let's save. Fucking piece of shit. Nope, not working. Alright, now it's working. Jeez. I don't know what OBS's problem is. Gary says, I hear that Game Show is better. I've never heard of that. Alright, Craig is having a fit about me grinding on the actual dungeon entrance. So we're going to find out if that's actually more XP or not. Craig says, I'm sure if you set one person to steal and grind higher stuff, you can get high enough with potion theft and tents easily. Craig, did you see me trying to steal stuff earlier? Did you see how many times I had to go through the entire lineup to steal one item from one enemy? There is no way that one person set to steal is going to get anything remotely like enough to cover the loss for healing. I'm gonna go ahead and use 25 XP as the baseline, because that's what I've seen from this formation. This 3 enemy formation. Wow, that is like twice as much damage. Okay. Somehow I doubt these guys are going to get twice as much XP, but we'll find out. Nope, 36 instead of 25. In exchange for double damage. And on top of this, cat kick, if it happens, will do like 60 plus to me. Alright, so Craig, I'm not stealing anything, as it's not going to be worth it. So 4-job Fiesta is when you get each crystal, you unlock one job out of that, and there is a Twitter bot that randomly picks out the job for you. You may only use the jobs you have unlocked, and all of the jobs you have unlocked must be represented. So right now, because the only job I have is thief, everybody's a thief. When I get the water crystal done, I will get a second job assigned to me. And then I can have any mix of thief at that job as long as I have at least one. And I can mix and match abilities. So like, I could put steal on whatever the other class is, or I can put the other class's secondary ability on a thief. And they can switch around back and forth as long as these classes are all represented. And eventually, after the Earth Crystal, you'll have all 4 of your classes, so you're going to have one person in each class all the time. But yeah, this is absolutely not worth it. And no, Gary, you can never use Bear or Freelance, and you cannot really use Mimes. It's not in the normal pool of jobs that you can get. Gary says, the more I think about 4-job Fiesta, it seems like torture. 4-job Fiesta is wide open compared to something like a single class challenge. My shoulder is really doing me in. Hey, we're level 10. That's almost enough HP to survive drain. Once, if you have full health. Yes, Gary, I had a torn rotator cuff. I actually had 2 tears in the rotator cuff and a bone impingement that all got corrected with surgery. Yeah, the surgeon basically ground down the bone where it was impinging to smooth it out. Oh wow, I'm down to 2-shotting it. I can 2-shot the monsters now. What an incredible improvement. Nice. I see we're still whiffing. Gary says, is there a way to capitalize on HP MP bonuses like in 4, I wonder? For all the marginal good that would do. Not that I know of. There's no way to affect stat growth. The not one-shot, yay! The downgrade. Oh, Gary's talking about scumming for good HP MP growth and level up. That is even more tedious than what I'm doing right now. I just can't really see myself resetting level ups. Yes, Gary, they really call it scumming. Zeno appropriately says save scumming. They used to call it that. I play roguelikes, MFer. I know all the old terms, like save scumming and stair scumming. Y'all should watch my tome videos, where I town scum to get to level 50 without leaving town. The whole thing is town scumming. Gary says, bear with me, what is roguelikes? Roguelikes are games that are like Rogue. Rogue being a really old classic PC game from way back in the day. They tend to be characterized by ASCII graphics, incredible difficulty, and incredible randomness. NetHack is probably the most well-known example this day and age, unless you want to just talk about Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is probably the most widely known game based on a roguelike, although it has really grown out of its roguelike roots. A lot of modern games like to call themselves roguelikes when the only feature they actually share with roguelikes is permadeath, which is if your character dies, that's it. You can't load a save to bring them back. It marks the save file as dead. But permadeath is only one tiny part of the roguelike formula. And as modern games have gotten further and further away from that, we have the new term of roguelite to refer to them. Enter the Gungeon is a roguelite. FTL is a roguelite. But yeah, the big three roguelikes that still exist are NetHack, Angbond, and Adam. Ancient Domains of Mystery, Ancient Dungeons of Mystery. Those are the classic three roguelikes that are still being maintained. Gary says I like to actually own my game and not be tracked when I play it. Well, the latter, sure, but you don't actually own any game that you buy anymore. Unless you buy a board game. Then you own that copy of that board game. But legally, you own the license to play the game. And it doesn't matter if you bought it from a store and have a physical disc. If the company decides to revoke your license, there's nothing you can do about it. Gary, nobody's okay with it, but we have no legal power to do anything about it. literally every single game you buy these days, even if it's on a physical disc, even for a console, you don't actually own the game. You own a license to play the game. Gary says, the latest game I played was FF12. You do not own FF12. You own a license to play FF12. There is not a platform in the world anymore except maybe open source projects that let you actually own a thing that you get, that you pay money for or not. Pen says, I have no idea why they pull that garbage on physical games, but I assume it is a legal formality related to DLC and patches. No, it is because of mods. It is so that they can send you a cease and desist if you want to make a popular mod of their game. See Grand Theft Auto 5 recently. See Bethesda's second attempt at making people pay for mods with the Creation Club, or whatever they're calling it. And it's also legal protection for if somebody buys a game to reverse engineer the game engine or source code. Which doesn't happen these days as much anymore, I don't think. But such is life. That was originally a concern. Yeah, Bored Deathly, if you go back to Bethesda's E3 show, or E3 presentation, and look at their Creation Club, or whatever they called it, Creator Club, with like Dwarven Mud Crab and crap like that. Everything cost fake currency credits to get. And in the corner there, they didn't mention it, but there was a little button that said Purchase Credits. They wanted you to pay real money and just use their credit currency as an intermediate. But they wanted you to pay real money for mods. Including cosmetic mods. Like, say, the horse armor. We're gonna have the horse armor DLC all over again, basically. But yeah, there's no way to boycott this new license software system unless you go completely open source. Because even your operating system, even Windows, unless you're on Linux, but even Windows and even Mac, you don't own those OSs, you own a license to use the OS. Yes, Gary, you can also choose not to play video games. My job level? I thought you gained actual levels. Oh, you did. Okay. Gary, welcome to the first stages of the rental economy. There are reasons that home ownership is down. There are reasons that car ownership is down. Pretty soon, owning a car is going to be very much a rare luxury, and most people will just rent an Uber to take them to and from their job or whatever. And the people who own cars will be the vast minority. People who drive cars are going to be the vast minority once the self-driving cars get going, and then you're gonna have like an automated taxi fleet, basically. Every time you want to ride in a car, you're going to rent a ride in a self-driving car. And yeah, as Penn mentions, media non-ownership like Netflix. But yeah, everything in the economy is going to turn to rental and license. Nobody's going to own things anymore. Corporations are going to own things, and people are going to rent them. Anyway, that's enough of a rant for now, I guess, and I am a little over time, but I wanted to get to level 11. So next time, hopefully, I'll actually win the stupid fight against the stupid bounty hunter couple, whatever they are. And tomorrow morning, I'll find out how much of Final Fantasy IV I have to replay. And until then, take care.